Alright, so say you're in school and you're having a really hard time staying motivated to do homework, to study for tests. Say that there's a lot of classes that you're taking that just you don't really have any interest in. Or perhaps say that you're going to the gym and you're really liking it, but you're having a hard time staying motivated to go 5 times a week. You know that you need to go 5 times a week to see results, but it's still really hard to make yourself go 5 times a week. Well, one of you guys asked, and his name is, I'll say his Twitter name, AJ Ross 1999, asked me, how do you stay self-motivated to do something? Now, I think that's a really good question because, especially in our lives as young adults, and even for you guys that are young teenagers or in middle school or elementary school, high school, whatever, we have a lot of things in our life that we don't really necessarily like to do. School for me has always been a big one. There's always been classes that I've had to take that I've had no interest in whatsoever. And I'll give you guys a current example. You know, I'm in college right now, and right now I'm taking a lot of classes that, in all reality, I have zero interest in. If I had the choice, I would not take these classes whatsoever. I would take the classes that pertain to my field of study, so I would be interested in them because obviously I want to study my field, so I would want to take classes that are in my field. But nonetheless, in college and in high school, there are classes that you're required to take no matter what, and you have to take them if you want to graduate or if you want to receive a diploma of any kind in college or a certificate or whatever, or a degree if you prefer to call it a degree. Anyways, as I said, I'm taking right now a lot of classes that I have zero interest in. And so you might ask yourself, how do I and how do all these other kids in school and college and high school and middle school, how do we all stay motivated to take classes that we have no interest in? Because obviously taking something you're not interested in is very difficult to want to do. You know, if you have no interest in chemistry and you want to be an accountant, taking a chemistry course is extremely hard to get excited to do your homework. It's extremely hard to stay focused because you don't care about it. And that's, you know, with all respect, I understand where you're coming from. I'm sure that there are people everywhere that have certain classes that they just don't like whatsoever. But a method for me, how I stay motivated, is the first thing I do is I need to, and you guys too, and this is, of course, my personal opinion, you need to realize that there are things in our lives that we have to do that sometimes we don't like them at all. They suck. But in order to get from point A to point B and from point B to point C, you got to go through certain things like that. And school is a really good example because in order to get a degree, a high school degree or a master's degree in college or whatever you want to get, you have to go through a numerous amount of classes that you might not have any interest in whatsoever. But despite that fact, you still have to go through the classes. So I think the first step is just realizing that, you know what, it does suck that you have to take these classes. By all means, I don't like the classes that I have to take either, but you got to do it. There's no way around it. And if you just come to the realization that it's something you got to do, and if you just get it done, it's not that bad. Just like I talked about in my last video, if you get a good habit down, doing classwork that you're not excited about doesn't have to be that bad because you can kind of develop a system that works for you that doesn't make school as sucky as some people make it. So understanding that you're going to have to go through hard classes, you're going to have to go through hard times, you're going to have to go through all these difficult things in order to reach your goal is totally imperative to actually reaching your goal. You can think of it in terms of working out at the gym. You know, everybody wants to have a six-pack of abs and be like, you know, some kind of supermodel dude who's all shredded and ripped, and girls want him all the time. And you girls, I'm sure you want to have those super awesome model bodies and all that stuff. Everybody, you know, everybody would like that, I'm sure. And a lot of people do want that, but they have a hard time getting to that goal because it takes a lot of hard work. Now, in order to stay motivated for the gym, you just, and you can apply this to school too, you just have to know that, for one, results are not instantaneous. A lot of things that we do in life take time. School takes time. Working out takes time. And especially working out. You know, if you want to see really good results, you have to be prepared to understand that it's not going to happen in 1 month. It's not going to happen in 2 months. It might take 1 year. It might take 4 years. But as long as you stay focused, as long as you have enough confidence in yourself and you tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to this goal because I want to achieve this. I only live once in this life. Why half-ass anything? You know, there's a goal that I have, and I'm going to achieve it no matter what. So if I want to look like Brad Pitt or whatever supermodel you want to look like, you're going to look like him because you are going to make the decision that I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to that point. If I need to work out 5 days a week for 4 years in a row and continue that workout schedule for the rest of my life to maintain the appearance and the strength that I want to get to, I'm going to do it because I have enough confidence in myself. I have enough self-motivation to carry myself through whatever endeavors I need to achieve my goals. And so it's really important that you guys don't just look at what's going on right now. I know a lot of you guys might be in high school and you're saying to yourself, man, I've still got like 6 years of school left. Anybody can look at school from that point of view, and that's going to be that's a depressing point of view. If I were you, and what I try to do is I try to look at it in the sense of, you know what, I'm in school right now, but come the time when I get my degree, I'm going to get a job that pays an ass ton of money, and it's all going to be worth it in the end. And even if anything else happens in the middle that makes this road towards getting a degree, or if you want to apply it to working out, if I get injured while working out, I'm going to push through that, and I'm just going to keep my goal as a priority in my mind. I'm going to keep it and understand that I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to that goal. And so instead of looking at things in a somewhat, like, I don't know if it's negative, but instead of looking at it in the super long run, just stay focused on your goal. And if you stay focused on your goal, it's gonna give you that drive you need to keep pushing on. And I think another important thing to realize is that you guys got to remember that you are not alone. Trust me. I know some of you guys are taking some classes and you hate them. You wish that you could take this class and make it a physical object and just punch it in the dome piece. Trust me, I've been there. I am there. Just remember, you guys were not alone, okay? There's been millions of people that have gone through the same things that we're going through today in terms of school, in terms of working out. They've all gone through sucky ass times, and they've all gotten the work done. And not all of them, you got to remember that. Not everybody succeeds. But those that had enough will to push through and succeed, they ended up succeeding, and they got to where they wanted to be. So you guys got to remember, you're not alone. Don't single yourself out, because when you tell yourself, I'm the only person who's thinking that school sucks right now, and I'm the only person who hates this class, I'm not going to make it because I'm doubting myself. Just take a step back and go, look, all right, just take a breather for a second, dog. Okay. Remember, Flex told you, man, I bet you there's millions of people out there that feel the exact same way you do right now about school or about working out. But you and everybody else that wants to succeed, you're going to push through that. You're going to do it together with your brothers and your sisters or whatever you want to call it. And we're all going to get to our goals because we want to get to them. I'm assuming that those of you that want to get to your goals will. And you got to realize that there are just some people out there that are going to give up. So my best words of advice to you guys, keep your goals as a #1 priority in your mind. Recognize that, yes, some things take a long time, some things are difficult, but if you do what it takes, if you stay motivated, you keep the confidence in yourself, you can do whatever the hell you want. And look at my road to Nannerism. You know, I didn't meet C. Nanners, but look how damn close I got to meeting him. And do I regret going there? Absolutely not. I got way farther than I actually was expecting to get. And if I would have never tried it, if I would have never kept going throughout the trip and kept planning for it and keeping my mind focused on the fact that I'm going to get there and I'm going to do whatever it takes to try to meet him. I did whatever I could to meet him. And even though I didn't meet him, I'm still happy with the outcome. So I'm getting a little sidetracked. But just remember, guys, if there's something that you have as a goal in your life, I'm going to tell you right now, do whatever the hell you can to make that happen. Because you only live once, and why waste this life? So I've carried this commentary a lot longer than I expected to. I want to thank you guys once again. As you know, my name is XilentFlex, and I love every single one of you guys, and the support you give me, man, it's so amazing. I can't even comprehend it sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys, and I want to give a quick thanks to Uma RFTW for the awesome gameplays. Thank you so much, man. If you guys want to check him out, his link is in the description below. And as always, guys, stay flying, stay fresh, and I will catch you later. Peace.